want infinite amount of money in beaks, but you're confused on what bird to catch, let me assure you this is gonna be the best beaks video you will ever watch on money. I will show you guys every single location with the best birds to catch with the best type of money for each one. So if you guys want to see that, make sure to leave a like and sub, because if you do, you're going to be in the video just like this guy right over here. So I won't really explain the best guns to use, as I do have a separate video for that, but if you guys want to go watch it after this one, because I'm going to show you guys exactly from this guy over here to how to get the best weapon basically in the entire game. So we're going to start off at Beakswood. This is the beginning area right over here, and as you guys can see, a whole lot of birds everywhere to be able to catch, which is actually the best one out of all of these birds over here. Now it cannot be the parrot, it can't be whatever that is, and it can't even be the crow. Don't worry, bro, I got you. I got everything written out, and we're gonna go over it now in more detail. So this is the first location right over here. So I have everything written down. So the sparrow gave me about 11, which is just this one right over here, and it's an uncommon. So for an uncommon over here, 11 isn't so bad. It's pretty common. It's the one that's gonna be at the very top that you're gonna see. It's not really gonna be around this bottom area. So there's one right over here. Let's see if I can catch it. And this is the sparrow. Next we got the pigeon. Now this pigeon's gonna sell for about 16, which doesn't really make sense because it's a common, but I've calculated everything. I've sold them all one by one without any mutations, and that's the price I've been given. So everything that you guys see over here has been tested. These aren't random numbers. I've actually tested them before the video, so I just want to inform you guys before you comment it's fake or whatever. Now the hummingbird right over here, this one's gonna be a little bit pricey. It's gonna be about 30. Now this one's gonna be like, it's not common, but it's not really hard to find. It's a really small blue bird. Normally mostly I found it beneath these trees. It likes to hide, I think, under these trees. Yeah, a fast flapping bird that feeds on nectar and hovers place with extreme precision. So yeah, it's around like these bottom areas over here. It can even sometimes be found near the start of Quill Lake, I'm pretty sure. But you'll mostly find it around these areas right over here. This one right over here sells for about 30. I don't really understand how it's matching with the hummingbird, but like I said, I tested all of this, and this one does sell for about 30. Matter of fact, I literally just caught it, bro. Next, we have the crossbill. Now, this one's going to sell for 42. It's really good for this area. I'm not going to lie. It's the most highest sold bird in this area, which I don't unfortunately have. And lastly, we got the goldfinch right over here, which sells for about 19. Now, I'm not going to include the parrot and the crow, because it's kind of dookie. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even really bother counting it. I'll try to pay close attention to more so of the sparrow, crossbill, hummingbird, and bowbird. These are gonna be the best ones, and the woodpecker over here. So let's move on to the second location. Well, who do we have here? Seems to be some type of player in the private server. By the way, these are all in order of the best locations to go ahead and farm money. So as you guys can see, there's so many birds around here. We got a whole bunch of flamingos, some little birds. You got black swans, white swans, ducks, everything you guys can imagine. So for this location right over here, as you guys can see, the great egret is going to be 515, which is pretty much just this mythical right over here. Then you got the flamingo for 251. It's going to be this one over here. And hill crane for 304. This one here. Ashwink, which is this one here, for 100. You got the black and white swan each for 50. The grebes is going to be 64. And the worst of them all, it's going to be the duck, which I can't actually find. But there's something cool over here, which we have to catch, bro. This was a 1 in 33,000 chance. Alright, buddy, let's see how much you sell it. Damn, 746 with a mutation. Pretty good if you ask me. Alright, let's head over to the third location. So we've now arrived at the Deadlands. Now I just want to make a point clear that I unfortunately do not have the entire index completed over here, but not to worry, I've actually found out how much of these guys sell for each, so it's all good, bruh. So the crow over here is going to be 20, skeleton crow 50, skeleton pigeon 60, skeleton eagles 250, which is the rare over here. Then we got the ghost hawk, which is the mythical at 650 with no mutations on it. And the legendaries are unknown because I couldn't really find one, but I'm going to be estimating from 200 to 350, these two over here. If you guys have caught them, make sure to comment it down below. That's pretty much what I got for the Deadlands. Now let's move on to the last area. So this is the current best XP and money area with the most common epics you guys can catch. I mean, look, bro, take a look at this, bro. Like, damn, whole lot of birds to be able to catch. And I have actually completed this entire index, so I can show you each of these birds. But if you yet haven't subscribed, like, bro, what are you doing with your life right now, bro? Like, let me know. Subscribe, bro. I'm gonna keep this video and put it on private, bro. And I need this bird for the index. Okay, I already have that. So we're gonna start off easy, you know, nothing too serious. The buzzard of 130, you know, just a casual 130 with a buzzard and uncommon. I'm telling you, this area is crazy, bro. Next, this one over here, the snowflinch, is gonna be worth about 100-ish. Like, not too bad. Pretty common. It's the ones that's gonna be flying around these bottom areas over here. It's where you guys can go ahead and find the smaller birds. If you guys want the big money, the serious type of stuff, you guys just gotta look up, bro. That might... Okay, that's something... Hold on. I need to catch that. Hold on, guys. Hold on. A zombie buzzard. Okay, let's see how much it sells for. This is the bird before we sell it. It looks pretty cool. All right, bro, do me good. 402. So a regular one sells for 130. That means that we got about 3 times the amount for it, pretty much. So the harpy eagle is going to be the one in the sky. It's going to sell for about 200 to 250. And the falcon over here, 250 and onwards with more mutations. And that's pretty much just the ones in the sky. So that one's a harpy eagle. And then that's a red-tailed hawk. Hold on. That's a mythical. We got to catch that. Oh no, that's just a confetti harpy eagle. Okay, bro. Anyways, let's see how much it sells for. 257. Okay, that's not bad. Pretty much double the price of a regular one. I genuinely thought that was a mythical, bro. But speaking of the mythical, I got some good news for you guys. This one sells for a ton. So the red-tailed hawk, one of my favorite mythicals in the game, is gonna sell for 500 and upwards, depending on the mutation and the weight. So that's pretty much it for this video. That's all the birds for each one. So you guys can go ahead, figure out what birds you guys want to catch with the areas. That's pretty much up to you guys now. And if you guys did enjoy and you do want to see more guides, because Beaks is going to be updating very, very soon tonight, literally in about 4 or 5 hours, I'm pretty sure. So if you guys want to stay tuned for that, I'll make a whole bunch of guides on that. And I do have something very special planned for you guys. A type of challenge video. So if you guys want to see that, I'm going to be collabing with Muzzy. He's been on the channel before. If you guys want to see that, make sure you leave a like and sub. If you don't, I'm going to gatekeep this video and you're never ever going to see this again on the face of the internet. Okay, it seems like this bird has legit ultra instinct. We ain't catching that, but I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Take care.